What is an opportunity zone? Opportunity zone is the ultimate cheat code when it comes to reducing or potentially avoiding paying taxes altogether. The QOZ, the Qualified Opportunity Zone, it's basically a program that encourages the real estate investors to put their money to work in low income areas in the United States by offering significant tax benefits, spurring the economic growth. Qualified Opportunity Zone gives real estate investors a new way to defer and potentially eliminate taxes on the capital gains. There are approximately 8,700 opportunity zones in every state in the United States and its territories, including the Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. And investors of qualified investment funds can also reduce their tax burdens by holding onto their investments for at least 5 to 10 years. If a qualified opportunity fund is held for at least 5 years, then there is a 10% exclusion of the deferred gain. If it's held for at least 7 years, then 10% exclusion shifts to 15%. Unfortunately, investors who have yet to invest in opportunity funds will be unable to take advantage of the 15% exclusion since the tax on the deferred gain is payable by the December 31st, 2026. So there's few points that are very important to point out about the opportunity zones. More importantly, property held fewer than 5 years, the deferment payment of existing capital gain until the date for the opportunity fund investment is sold or exchanged. Property held 5 to 7 years, the above benefits are enjoyed and 10% of tax on existing capital gain is canceled. The property held 7 to 10 years, deferred payment of existing capital gains until December 31st, 2026, or the date that the opportunity fund investment is sold or exchanged, whichever comes first, and 15% of that tax on existing capital gain is canceled. Last but not least, if the property held greater than 10 years, the benefits of the 7 to 10 year investment are enjoyed and investors pay no capital gain tax on the opportunity fund investment. Here are the 3 easy steps that you would need to follow to set up an opportunity zone fund. Number 1, it's setting up an LLC and designate that as an opportunity zone fund. Number 2, invest the gains or the profits into the fund within 1 year. So let's say you sold Bitcoin and you made some money, you would invest those gains into that fund that you designated as the opportunity zone fund. And number 3, use those funds to invest into the opportunity zone property. One would ask, where do I go and find these opportunity zone properties? Well, just Google. I recently closed on a duplex here in Fort Lauderdale, and basically what I did is I Googled opportunity zone properties in Fort Lauderdale, Broward County, and one of the first links on the internet that came up gave me a map of all of the opportunity zones in my area. And essentially I was shocked to find out that a lot of areas next to very lucrative, very luxurious areas were designated as opportunity zones. A few questions that may come to mind is, so how are the 1031 tax deferred exchanges are different from investing into an opportunity zone? Well, that's a great question, and it boils down to the biggest similarities that the 1031 exchange and an opportunity zone can both defer or eliminate the capital gain tax. That said, opportunity zone investing does not carry with it the like-kind constraint of a 1031 exchange. How is an opportunity fund formed? There are no laws limiting who can actually form an opportunity fund. There's essentially some rules as far as what the qualified fund must have, such as it must be an entity organized for the purpose of investing in qualified opportunity zone property, hold at least 90% of its property, such as stock, partnership interest, or real estate within that qualified opportunity zone. And it must self-certify to the IRS using the form 8996 as an opportunity fund and verify that they're fulfilling the 90% asset requirement. So at the end of the day, it's a great tool, it's a great cheat code to be able to defer or completely avoid the capital gain tax if you hold on to the property greater than 10 years, which is one of my investment strategies, to hold on to properties for as long as I can. Strategies just like this as an opportunity zone is a great tool to be able to minimize, defer, or completely avoid paying the capital gain tax.